Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second podcast of Curiosity Stream, where your curiosity is our concern.
I gave you my heart.
And we're back, folks. Previously, we spoke about diseases, but today's podcast is all about nutrition. Our first guest will be Dr. Clayton. Thank you for returning to our podcast, Doctor. I'd like us to start by defining nutrients. Ma'am, what is nutrients?
Thanks for having me again. Nutrients are substances that provide nourishment essential for the maintenance of life and for growth.
Now, doctor, could you explain for our listeners why nutrition is so important to our body?
The importance of nutrients to our bodies can't be overlooked. Nutrients are the fuel we need to enable the body to break down food and then put this to use in the body to build and repair tissues and cells, which is basically our metabolism.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Clayton. Well, if any of our viewers thought for a minute that nutrition isn't important to our bodies, well, this commercial break will surely remind you why it's important to eat up those greens.
Nutrients provide nourishment to our bodies. Proteins, carbohydrates, fat, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water are all nutrients.
These are just a handful of nutrients that children all around the world are lacking.
All over the world, children are suffering from a lack of the adequate amount of nutrients. With one donation of $1, you can save a child suffering from
Scurvy, a lack of vitamin C, rickets, a lack of vitamin D and calcium, and potentially save a child suffering from night blindness and liver disorder caused by inadequate amount of vitamin A.
Please make a donation. With just $1, you could help save a child's life.
And we're back, folks. And here with us, we have Dr. Killian Miller to talk about the procedure and results of the starch, protein, and fat test. Welcome, Dr. Miller.
Thanks for having me on your show once again. As was mentioned, I'll be elaborating on the procedures and results of the starch, protein, fat, and reducing sugar test. To test for the presence of reducing sugars, a food sample is dissolved in boiling water. Next, a small amount of Benedict's reagent is added and the solution begins to cool. Within the next 4 to 10 minutes, the solution should begin to change colors. If the color changes to bright orange, brick red, then glucose is present. To test for starch, you use iodine solution. Iodine solution is an orange-yellow liquid. First, you add a few drops of iodine solution to the food solution. If the solution turns a dark blue-black color, the food contains starch. How does one detect protein in foods? Proteins are detected using burette reagents. This turns a mauve or purple color when mixed with protein. The procedures are as follows. First, you will take a food sample, add 2 milliliters of the sodium hydroxide to the sample. Afterwards, add 5 to 6 drops of copper sulfate to the solution. If a bluish violet color appears, it indicates the presence of protein. Lastly, food tests for fats. There are 2 tests you can use to test for the presence of fats in foods, namely grease spot and emulsion test. The procedures for grease spots are as follows. Add a food sample to a piece of paper, then squeeze at a medium range. If a translucent mark is left, it indicates that fat is in the food sample. Now let's look at emulsion test. The procedure is for the sample to be suspended in ethanol, allowing lipids present to dissolve. Add this to a test tube of water. A white emulsion indicates the presence of fats. So this is it, guys, on the procedures and results of the starch, protein, fat, and reducing sugar test.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. And it's now time for our science fact of the day, brought to you by the Ministry of Health. What is a diet? A diet is the food and drink usually eaten or drunk by a person or groups. Diets can vary depending on cultures, age, and health. A balanced meal contains everything that fulfills an individual's need. It contains the right amount of food, variety, and nutrition. And that was your science facts of the day, brought to you by the Ministry of Health. No break for our final commercial break. Stay tuned, everyone, to Curiosity Stream.
Welcome to the Curiosity Restaurant. Curiosity Restaurant offers a wide variety of food designed to cater our customers' exact needs. And don't worry, we take into consideration your health status, your needs, your allergic reactions, your workload, your age group, and your gender.
Hello, I'm 67 years old. What would you recommend for me?
Oh, come on, Grandma. I'm sure you'll feel pleased to enjoy our wonderful dish of ackee and saltfish served with tomato sauce, with the dumplings, and a glass of fruit juice. We know that your activity time has reduced, so we'll make it up for you around the dining table.
As you've maybe noticed, I'm pregnant, which means I'm basically eating food for two. So I'll need just enough of the right nutrients for both of us.
Oh, Mommy. As expected, your appetite comes and goes like the wind. It ain't stable. So while placing your nutritional needs first, we must sympathize with your desires. So of course, rice and peas is necessary. And why would I want to leave out our own restaurant-made tomato sauce, added on top of your lovely 3-piece fried chicken? Our steamy vegetables will be there, along with your favorite apple juice.
Well, I'm an athlete. I have a match coming up at 3 today, so I need all the energy I can get from this meal.
For you, young athlete, we'd recommend rice, steamed vegetables, 1 slice of our delicious barbecue chicken, and a nice bottle of water. No hassle. Looking forward to dine with you.
And that's been our show, everyone, Curiosity Stream. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Curiosity Stream. Pleasant viewing.